Hi, I'm Kim from Organizational Learning and Talent Development. In our last video, we looked at what is a hybrid team and what are some of the challenges of leading a hybrid team. Now we're going to take a look at what are some of the things as a manager you can do to overcome those challenges. First is lead with empathy and compassion. The stress of the pandemic, swiftly and continually changing priorities, even the constant change of moving from home to office if you have a hybrid team that is taking turns being on site, can all take a toll on the individual members of your team. As a manager, it's important that you keep your finger on that pulse and know what experiences are my employees having as a member of a hybrid team, and what can I help them do to do their best work. How do you find this out? Best way? Ask. Ask them about their circumstances, ask them about their worries, ask them what's going on. And you may have done this a lot in the beginning of the pandemic, but it's important that you continue to do so because circumstances change so quickly these days. You really want to keep on top of that. And be flexible where you can. The second thing that you as a manager can do to overcome the challenges of managing a hybrid team is to seek inclusion and equity. Be aware you might have an unconscious proximity bias, which, if you remember from the last video, means that you more favorably look on the work of those on-site than those off-site. Make a conscious decision to overcome that. Judge the work by its outcome, not whether you saw the work getting done. Make meetings remote worker friendly. Have everyone on video conference, even if they're in the office. And look at who you're spending the most time with and make an effort to have meaningful time with each of your employees. The third way that you can overcome these challenges is to make time for connection. Connection with each other and connection with the organization. For connection with each other, it can seem like taking time out for what some people see as the touchy-feely stuff. That's the last thing that you have time for. And if you don't, your employees can lose connection with the organization, with the team, and with the work. They lose that feeling of being valued for the authentic person that they are, and that can negatively impact the work of the team. At meetings, make time for the team to catch up on each other's lives. It just takes about 15 minutes at the beginning of the meeting. Let them have that chance to connect with one another. It doesn't have to be long. With helping people connect to the organization, praise them for their work and be specific. Show them how this is connecting to the larger mission of the work that we do. And you're working with humans. It's always good to remember. Be human with them. The fourth way that you can overcome the challenge of leading a hybrid team is to make expectations clear. Now, this seems to pop up in every managing or leading situation or video that you watch, and there's a reason for that. We all work better when we know what's expected of us, and it can be a real source of certainty in an uncertain time. Expectations may change as the way we work changes, or maybe the expectation doesn't change, but the way we enact it does. So, for example, maybe collaboration has always been one of your expectations, but now with a hybrid team, you need to clarify, how does that work? Who collaborates with whom and how? When do we need to be in person, or when is it okay for us to collaborate virtually? All of that can lead to better performance from everyone if we know what's expected and when. The final way a manager can help their hybrid team is to set the focus. Help your team to understand what's the priority for the week, for the next couple of weeks, for the month. Make time for the team to talk about the work that's happening and help them navigate these priorities. And this is another way of connecting the team to the work, to each other, to the organization, and to the results that you all want to get. Throughout all of these challenges and all of these steps that you're going to take to overcome them, it's important that you find ways to take care of yourself. You can't help the team if you aren't taking care of you. Most of all, be intentional in your practices, in your communication, and in your connection with your employees and with the meaning and the work. It takes time and effort, but your team, the work that they do, the results that they can get, they're worth it.